Thank you. Next, I'd like to call up Representative Walkinshaw, please.
Thank you, Ranking Member, and thank you all for being with us. We're a nation in crisis right now. The Trump administration has turned American cities into war zones, unleashing masked, minimally trained agents and falsely claiming that these agents have absolute immunity from prosecution. Now DHS has embarked on a secretive campaign, as we've heard today, in disregard of the Constitution to allow warrantless entry into the homes of U.S. citizens. And I just have to say, I serve in the House of Representatives with a lot of folks who describe themselves as small government, limited government conservatives. They even have a caucus called the Freedom Caucus. If the federal government can smash down your door while your children are sleeping without a warrant signed by a judge, you do not have a small or limited government. And if you allow that, if you countenance that, you do not believe in freedom. The action these agents are taking are abuses of civil liberties that stem from a central truth. Secretary Noem's Department of Homeland Security believes it is above the law. Judges across the country have documented this lawlessness, including the Honorable Patrick Schiltz, a Republican-appointed federal judge in Minnesota, who identified at least 96 court orders that ICE violated across 74 cases. We have lawyers here today with DHS experience and a U.S. citizen testifying that when the department cannot bend the legal system to accommodate its brutality, it bypasses the law entirely. In May of 2025, as we heard, ICE Director Lyons issued a memo authorizing officers to forcibly enter homes without a judicial warrant in violation of the Fourth Amendment. They were told they could rely on a quote-unquote administrative warrant, nothing more than a piece of paper signed by a supervisor, to use the pejorative that some of my Republican colleagues use, an unelected bureaucrat. A piece of paper signed by an unelected bureaucrat. The secrecy is actually illuminating. It shows that this administration doesn't see itself as subject to our legal system. Rather, it decides to ignore the law behind closed doors and hope that no one notices. We have concrete testimony today from Mr. Schwenk that DHS has knowingly jeopardized the safety of Americans by systematically dismantling the training designed to educate ICE officers on the legal limits of their authority, including the Fourth Amendment. The decision to ramp down training while simultaneously authorizing unconstitutional searches are deliberate choices in support of President Trump's lawless and inhumane campaign. This is why Secretary Noem should resign, should be fired, or should be impeached, and why this Congress must ensure independent oversight of DHS's actions. That reform has to include a return to targeted enforcement that relies on lawful warrants, an end to masked officers, protections for sensitive locations, use of force standards, body cameras, and humanitarian standards for individuals in DHS custody. To quote Judge Schiltz, ICE is not a law unto itself. I want to ask Ms. Gibson, did the federal agents know that there were children inside your home when they broke down your door?
Yes, I stated that to them.
Can you share with us, and I remember watching the video after the incident, and I was struck by your composure, but I could also hear the fear in your voice. I think you said, my babies are in the house, or a baby's in the house. Can you share with us the impact that this incident has had on those babies, those children who were in the home?
My daughter is terrified of everything. Every little knock on the door, she'll scream, "Mommy, Mommy, calm down, it's okay. She's in therapy." It just shouldn't have happened, especially if he had an appointment to check in. They could have taken him into custody then. To do all of this to traumatize her, me, and my whole family, it's too much.
Thank you for being here. I yield back.